Have you ever checked your bank account right before payday and felt that sinking feeling when you realize funds are running dangerously low? Unexpected expenses happen to everyone, and when they do, finding a fast way to bridge the gap without falling into a debt trap is a priority. That is where financial apps like Brigit come into play, offering cash advances and budgeting tools designed to help you navigate those tight spots between paychecks. But a common question arises for anyone looking at financial apps for the first time. Can anyone actually borrow money from Brigit, or are there strict hurdles you have to clear first? To understand how Brigit works, you first need to look at how it differs from traditional payday lenders. Brigit is not a bank, and it does not issue traditional loans with complex interest rates. Instead, it operates on a subscription model offering cash advances up to a certain limit, alongside financial health insights, spending alerts, and credit-building tools. Because it is designed to be a safety net for everyday working people, it does not rely solely on your credit score to decide whether or not you qualify. This makes it an appealing option for individuals who might have a thin credit file or a score that prevents them from getting approved for traditional personal loans through a major bank. However, saying that Brigit is accessible does not mean that literally anyone can download the app and instantly receive cash. There are specific eligibility requirements put in place to ensure that users have the means to repay the advance. First and foremost, you need to have a checking account that has a positive balance, showing a history of regular deposits. Brigit looks closely at your banking activity to determine your cash flow patterns. They want to see consistent income coming in on a predictable schedule, whether you are paid weekly, bi-weekly, semi-monthly, or monthly. Income verification is a major part of the qualification process. You generally need to show a history of steady earnings from the same employer or reliable source for at least a couple of months. Freelancers and gig workers can sometimes qualify, but the income must be verifiable through your linked bank account. If your deposits fluctuate wildly or if your account frequently dips into the negative, the automated system may not be able to approve you for an advance right away. The goal of the app is to help you bridge a temporary gap until your next paycheck, so proving that a paycheck is actually on the way is essential. Another crucial factor involves your banking history and account stability. Brigit connects to your primary checking account using secure third-party financial services to analyze your spending habits. If your account shows a history of excessive overdraft fees, low balances, or insufficient funds warnings, you might find yourself temporarily ineligible. The platform aims to promote financial wellness rather than worsen financial stress, so extending an advance to someone who is already struggling significantly with cash flow could do more harm than good. Building a stable pattern in your primary checking account is often the key to unlocking higher advance limits over time. Age and residency also play a role in who can use the service. You must be at least 18 years old and a resident of the United States with a valid U.S. phone number and address. Additionally, your bank must be a supported institution that integrates smoothly with the app's security and verification partners. Most major traditional banks and popular online banking platforms work seamlessly with the system, but smaller or regional credit unions might occasionally present compatibility issues during the account linking process. It is also worth noting that using Brigit requires a paid subscription tier if you want to access their cash advance features. While they offer a free tier with basic budgeting tools, the ability to request instant cash advances requires enrolling in one of their monthly plans. This subscription fee is something to factor into your decision, as paying a monthly charge to borrow smaller amounts of money only makes financial sense if you use the service frequently enough to justify the cost. For many users, the avoidance of expensive overdraft fees from their traditional bank makes the subscription worthwhile, but it is definitely an extra expense to consider. Once you meet all the basic criteria, linking your bank account and maintaining consistent deposits, you can request an advance when you find yourself in a pinch. The system evaluates your eligibility in real time and assigns you a specific limit, which often starts smaller and can increase over time as you successfully repay previous advances on schedule. Repayment is automatic, meaning the app will schedule the withdrawal directly from your linked checking account on your designated payday, ensuring that you do not have to worry about manually sending the funds back. Ultimately, while Brigit is designed to be widely accessible to everyday workers, freelancers, and people rebuilding their financial footing, it is not an open door for everyone. You need a regular income, a stable checking account, and a willingness to pay the subscription fee to unlock cash advances. Understanding these exact requirements helps you determine whether it is the right tool for your specific financial situation before you download the app and go through the setup process.